Hi friends, you're welcome to Oasis Online Math, the platform where we remind ourselves and learn everyday mathematics. In today's lesson, we shall be solving this Olympiad question before us. We are asked to solve for x and y if root x plus root y is equal to 3 and x plus y all over the root of xy is equal to 2. First and foremost, we need to understand that in Olympiad mathematics question, most of the time, we'll be asked to obtain a particular value or expression. What they are expecting us to do in most cases is that we need to relate a particular expression with the other. Just like this, we have let's name this one to be equation 1. Likewise, you can name this as equation 2. They are both equation. Okay, good. So what they want us to do is to find the value of xy, and a very simple way is to do this is to relate equation 1 with that of equation 2. So in most cases, they are expecting us to relate both expression or equation, as the case may be. So from equation 1, we can easily eradicate this square root sign, and this is a radical equation. That is, we must be able to remove the square root. And how do we do that? When you obtain the square root, when you obtain the square of both sides, when you square both sides, then we can easily remove this bracket. That is, if we obtain the square of this, we shall have x, that is the square root of x plus y multiplied by itself is going to be root x times root x. That will give us x. Then if you multiply for that, we shall have 2 root xy is equal to 9. Now, let's name this again. Don't forget, it's still from equation 1 because it is still equation 1 that we are able to manipulate to obtain this. So now let's relate equation 1 with equation 2. Okay, if at all we want to do that, we can actually from 2 as well, we can say from equation 2. Okay, we can decide to cross multiply here. If we cross multiply, we shall have x plus y is equal to 2 root xy. It is still equation 2. Now let's compare this with this. Let's relate it. That is one of the main concepts behind the Olympiad mathematics question. They want us to relate one equation with the other, or perhaps expression with the other. So if we relate this with this, then we see that 2 root xy has been given here as x plus y. So that is, we can substitute equation 2 into 1, so that we can have a well simplified equation. That is, x plus y is now given us as 2 root xy. So it means we substitute it, we have x plus y plus another x plus y, being the fact that 2 root xy is now x plus y is equal to 9. If we simplify this, we have 2x plus 2y is equal to 9. And we can see that x is common, 2 is common in both sides. So we can divide through by 2. We can have x plus y is equal to 9 over 2. So this is another equation entirely. Let's name this equation 3. We can name this equation 3. Then let's compare equation 3 and 2. Equation 3 and 2, that is this and this. Let's compare them together and let's see what will happen. Let's compare them, because x plus y is still 2 root xy and x plus y is still 9 over 2. Hence, we can say 9 over 2 is equal to 2 root x. We shall have 2 root xy. So if that holds, now let's simplify this. 9 over 2 is equal to 2 root xy. If we cross multiply, we have 9 is equal to 4 root xy, right? Or perhaps we say multiply both sides by 2, then we can have 9 over 4 is equal to root xy. If 9 over 4 is equal to root xy, definitely our xy will be equal to 81 over 16. Okay, we can choose to name this one equation 4 as well. Okay, don't forget, we are relating all these equations together. We are relating them together. So if we And also from this equation 3, let's relate this with this as well. Okay, if we relate that as well, we see that x plus y is equal to 9, and likewise xy is equal to 81. And also from equation 3, from 3 we can say x is equal to 9 over 2 minus y. Okay, let's name that one 5 then, okay, for easy assessment. 5. Then we can now substitute equation 4, rather equation 5 into 4. We solve 5 into 4 into 4. So we have, anywhere we see x, we put 9 over 2 minus y. So it means 9 over 2 minus y multiplied by our y that we have outside here, our y that we have here, y is equal to 81 over 16. If you open this bracket by using y to distribute y to 9 over 2 and minus y, we have 9y over 2 minus y squared is equal to 81 over 16. Okay, so this is now giving us a look of quadratic equation. Yes, it's giving us a look of quadratic equation. So if we multiply through by 16, that is, we have 16. Why do we use 16? Because the SCM of 2 and 16 is 16. So we have 9y over 2 minus 16 into another y squared. It's equal to 81 over 16. So we shall have 2 here 1, 2 here 8. We have 8 times 9y, we have 72y minus 16y squared is equal to 81. Okay, this one also multiplied by 16. We multiplied it by 16, 81. So if we adjust this equation, we address it well, we shall have 16y squared. Okay, taking this 72y to the other side, taking it to the other side, we shall have minus 72y. So we have minus 72y. 81 is still in its position, is equal to 0. Okay, this is the equation we have to solve for y. If we see this, if you check this equation very well, you will discover that, let's assume we divide through by 16, the coefficient of y squared. So we have divide 16, that will be 72 over 16 y is equal to 81 over 16 is equal to 0. If we reduce this, we shall have y squared minus 9 over 2. Yes, 9 over 2. Because 2 here, 8 here, we have 2. It's yes, 9 over 2. Yes, y plus 61, 81 over 16. We can't reduce that. If you check this equation very well, you will discover that this is an example of a perfect square quadratic equation. And in a perfect square quadratic equation, just take your last term, the first, the variable we have here, y, followed by this sign, okay, whichever sign that is here, followed by that, okay, minus the square root of 81 is 9, and the square root of 16 is 4. Then all square is equal to 0. If you expand this, you are going to get this. So that is how to solve for a quadratic equation with which is a perfect square. Hence, our y minus 9 over 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, our y will definitely be 9 over 4. It's quadratic equation anyway. It's supposed to get two values, of course. However, these two possible values is going to be a repeated value. That is 9 over 4, 9 over 4. And because it's a perfect square, that's where we are able to obtain one value. If y is equal to 9 over 4, then let's go back to where we express our y, our x to be, where we express our x to be 9 over here, where we have our x to be 9 over 2 minus y. So that is the value we are going to use to obtain our x as well. So we substitute, we plug in 9 to be y to be 9 over 2. Then our x, which is 9 over 2 minus y. And when y is equal to 9 over 4, we shall plug in that. Then we have x will be 9 over 2 minus 9 over 4, which we have our SCM to be 4, and then 2 in 4, 2 times 8, 2 times 9, 18 minus 9. So we have x will now be 9 from 18, we shall have 9 also over 4. Hence, our values for x and y respectively, that is x comma y, will now be 9 over 4 comma another 9 over 4. That is, when x is 9 over 4, y is also 9 over 4. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. Please do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with your learned colleagues. Bye for now.